Hello everybody, and welcome back. On the ground here is a very much alive Abel Hanneman. He has been injured, but we were able to rescue him last episode. And he has requested that we continue to look for some hidden priests that have not been corrupted. Now, we had been in a combat situation when we first arrived at the cenobium, and we did fight some electro priests. I thought maybe they were guards, but they were just corrupted. So we need to find the rest of them that are still alive, because they're the ones that are going to help us be successful in protecting the reactor. Let's go ahead and... I'm guessing we want to move down to this side. Yeah. Okay, so we got that loot. Huh. I think there's somebody over here we did not loot. One of my viewers reminded me that I can hit the tab key so that I can see what there is to loot. And sure enough, that is very helpful. Thank you, thank you. Now we're going to head on back this way. I'm looking for some more med kits, because I really need them. Now, nope, see, the electronics is still not off. So we're going to run everybody through that real quick. Come back. Come back, come back, come back, Pascal. Alright, once that's done, we're going to run across. Alright, we've got to get these, but I'm wondering if... yeah, okay. Go ahead and pick up all that. And there's, looks like, yeah, there's something over there. Okay, we did not get any medikits. I believe we got all the loot except for that, which we're going to go down there next. So we need to get over here. Oh, athletics check. Well, we've got that. So we all managed to jump over all those crates and things. Let's loot this. Okay, we've got something we can interact with. Inspect the cogitator data. Pascal? A multitude of symbols are carved into the enormous generator. You realize they are the foundational tenets of the electro-priest religion. Standing out among them is the triumph of reason over all other facets of human nature. So what we need to do now is go back. Let's head on back. let me get this loot, apparently, that's over here. There's something over here we didn't get. Yeah, this guy. All right. Okay, this is now down. And that is the other side. We need to figure out... All these Electro priests are dead, but they're standing up for us. Maybe this big one here? We don't have a key. Looks like there's something hidden here. Let's go this way. Here.
Satisfied with that answer? I will repeat my question again. The last Electro priest you killed, where did you find him?
Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the Corpse Emperor!
Another one meets the limit of his utility. The last of them.
The Inquisitor. Heinrix. The tall, dark-haired man sizes you up with a quick glance. A supernatural chill is making the air around him crackle softly. The expensive fabric of his jacket is stitched with gold thread and marked by several reddish-brown stains. A force sword and a vox hang from his belt, and the emblem of the Holy Inquisition glitters on his chest. Interrogator Van Calox, I presume?
Yes. Well, since you know who I am, and are in no hurry to kill me, I infer that you serve the Emperor, not his enemies. Allow me to introduce myself. Interrogator Heinrix Van Calox of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Shadow. A great big sun-eclipsing, chain-weaving shadow. I can see the threads, myriads of them extending toward us all, and all of them creeping off toward him like snakes, shrouding us in poison. My, oh my, do I sense trouble, and it's right in my throat. It itches.
A puff of black smoke comes out of the psyker's mouth and dissipates at once.
A psyker? Interesting. And a diviner at that. Even more interesting. Are you sanctioned?
Don't you Inquisition me! I'm under the rogue trader's protection!
Adira is a member of my personal retinue and is under my protection.
Your retinue, you say? Then let's go back to my previous question. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Rogue trader Anya von Valancius.
Von Valancius? To the best of my knowledge, that dynasty is headed by the esteemed Theodora von Valancius. Has there been a change of circumstances?
Theodora is dead, slain in battle by enemies of humanity.
The news is lamentable. My condolences. and I presume the heir to the sacred warrant of trade and the lofty title of rogue trader is none other than yourself. Well then, what precisely has brought you to the sanctum of the Omnissiah?
I am here to collect you. I'm under orders from the Lord Inquisitor to offer any assistance you may require, after which I am to provide you safe passage to footfall aboard my ship.
Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task.
Requisitioning? Young man, your choice of words is unseemly to the point of insult. You are addressing a rogue trader.
I don't imagine you'll be any happier if I say taking into inquisitorial custody. I came to Rykad Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions. Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion. Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor. Given the prophecy of the final dawn, and the special efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the holy power source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted final dawn.
Blasphemous insanity.
A soft hum of activating systems is heard from under his robe. As Heinrix Calox speaks, you suddenly notice the way he's looking at you, with his eyes slightly narrowed, as if he's peering into your soul. A soul that is touched by the gift of sorcery. The change in your expression does not escape the interrogator's notice, and you see the corner of his mouth twitch. He must have instantly recognized a fellow psyker. Okay, well, we have no right to ask him what he's doing there. I don't care what he did to the rebel. This planet's troubles are none of my concern. I'm taking you to the ship now? No. Well, I can help you with Aurora. Let's join forces. It's really the only answer we can give.
Thank you. Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base. I am positive that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
What we need to do is find this cogitator. All right. Let's see what this says. The fighter's body is still warm. He only bled to death a few minutes ago. We're going to hit our tab, see if there's anything here. There's something else over here. The hard, uncomfortable somno meditation bed is equipped with neural ports to connect the sleeper to the monastery's cogitator network. Oh, okay, so this is the bed where some of the priests sleep. Let's go back this way. There's nothing new that we can do anything with here. Here's a door. I don't remember seeing that before. Oh my. A mummified electro-priest. Can't do anything with him. What about this one? It's another door. A tech priest's body rests on a metal table, surrounded by sparking spirals of copper coil. A patina of sacred unguents covers his withered flesh. His augmetics have been polished with great care. Intricate electus cover the dead man's crossed arms and bare torso. Strands of wires envelop his head. Pascal respectfully bows his head before the dead man and carefully touches the shriveled body with the tip of his macandrite. Honored adherent, thank you for showing us the truth of Fabricator General Petchvahar's maxim. Death does not end the service of a spirit driven. What if we disconnect one of the wires from the body? Lord Captain, don't! Uh-oh. As soon as you touch the copper-coated wire, searing pain stabs through your fingers and wrist. The world becomes very bright for a second, and darkness falls. Ooh, I took some damage. Oops. A discharge runs through the wires that envelop the tech priest's head, and a forbidding hiss comes from the Vox system on the ceiling. A soft voice, sounding as though it's struggling to overcome its dreamy torpor, addresses you sternly. I shall fear no enemy, for the motive force is with me, and its discharge will smite any who lift their hands against the righteous. Apologies for disturbing you, but I am in need of your wisdom. Absolution granted. I sense no profanity in you, only a curtain of ignorance drawn over your mind. The monastery is under attack by heretics. Can you help? In my data dream, I saw their unholy requests and rejected them angrily, for it is said in the 4th article of security, no unbeliever's hand shall intrude upon the operation cycle. They have seditious designs on the relic, but should I give you, who does not belong to our faith and fellowship, my blessing to stand up against these blasphemers? I may not be a member of your priesthood, but you and I are of the same faith. I succeeded persuading. This statement is true. The 1st article of security says, fear above all evils the defilement of knowledge, and its command outweighs the prohibition contained in the 6th article of security. Let knowledge be locked away from the ignorant. So be it. In the name of shaming the unbelievers, I grant you the blessing of special access and protection from the rage of the motive force. Dry, crackling sounds come from inside the crypt's walls as awakened cogitators process the ancient tech priest's commands. Oh, we leveled up. Now, we had leveled up last episode, and we didn't get anything but some skill ups, which is why I didn't mention it. But Anya has a fresh injury, so we need to have Abelard heal her. Where is she? There we go. Okay. Okay, let's continue down this way. I want to go in the next room. See, we were ambushed like right here. The circular cogitator. The Electro Priest's hiding place must be nearby. Oh. We found it. We can now interact with this. Well, let us do that. I'm going to save. The machine altar accepts the password and the door opens. All right. Here we go. And we do have the Inquisitor with us right now. Okay, this guy's unnamed. There's a lot of them. I wonder if I should level up. Well, let's see how this goes. I did just save, so I can always level up if it doesn't go well. Now, he's the named, so we're going to talk to him. Dar Impulse 6. A shortish, muscular man wearing the scarlet colors of the priesthood of Mars steps into your path. The wrinkles on his cheeks and forehead point to his propensity for frequent outbursts of fierce anger. But right now, he's showing no signs of aggression. Glowing blue patterns of electric tattoos or electus show through his oddly bluish tinted skin. The man's eye sockets are dark and empty, yet he turns his face straight towards you with no hesitation. He has a sharp, screeching voice not unlike a bird's cawing. May the charge of the Omnissiah's mercy persist in the hands of the faithful. Pascal. May the motive force persist in their batteries. The Emperor protect. Do they care about the Emperor? I think they do. Okay, I'm going to do number 1. The Emperor protects. The man responds curtly as if giving a military command. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. The hallowed electrodynamic cenobium receives you, pilgrim. I am Dar Impulse 6, a servant of the motive force and the praetor electroid of this sacred monastery. Pascal bows down humbly before the man. A trill of Binharic signals comes from his vox, to which the praetor responds with a solemn gesture of blessing. Pascal turns to you and says, "The rank of praetor electroid is a sign of high standing within the electro-priest fraternity. To have been granted an audience is a great honor."
You have the honor of hosting the rogue trader of House von Valentius,
I urge you to follow proper etiquette when interacting with the eminent bearer of the sacred warrant. Oh my goodness, Abelard, really? Within these walls, worldly titles are nothing before the motive force. Your deeds, however, speak louder than titles, for your path here is sprayed with the blood of desecrators. Let's see, we could say it was you, was it not, that Logis Abel came seeking? Okay, I think we're going to say that because we have already just rescued him, and that seems to be what we should ask him. Dar Impulse 6. It was you, was it not, that Logis Abel came seeking in an interpretation of his data trance? Yes, Tech Brother Abel arrived here to engage in a magnetic meditation that would help clarify his visions. Unfortunately, the heretic's machinations prevented us from completing the ritual. The esteemed Logis volunteered his help in defending the monastery, but contact with him was lost. Yes, I can fill you in on that later. But we have rescued him from the insurgents. I hope the Omnissiah preserves Tech Brother Abel's life, that he may continue to comprehend the mysteries he has tapped into. Do I want to ask him that? I want to ask him what happened. When the heretics descended in droves upon this cenobium, we gave battle. But the unholy foes buried the Omnissiah's warriors under a mass of their bodies, thus extinguishing the defenders' sparks of purity. It was then that I ordered my few surviving brethren to retreat into the monastery's secret chamber. Upon taking refuge there, we began to destroy the blasphemous intruders in surreptitious ways. Alas, as fiery as my brethren anger was, I had no right to permit them to die in honest combat, for the task of taking back our abode still lay ahead for us. I must commend the skill with which your secret chambers are concealed. You hear a tinge of wounded pride in Heinrich's words, as if he's upset about failing to discover the Electro-Priest's shelter. Your choice of tactics was wise as well. There was no point in losing more lives in the massacre that the cultists wrought. The leader of the heretics fought her way, interesting, into the Ark, wherein dwells the miraculous fusion reactor. She's trying to desecrate the rite of operation with her unholy litanies, so that the relic may be corrupted, and the world of Reikat Minoris may perish in a font of fire. But my brethren, in their magnetic meditation, are hampering their efforts by chanting access request prayers in unison, thereby suppressing the commands that the blasphemers enter. Praetor Electroid nods toward his entranced comrades. Pascal, this holy place will be protected against sacrilegious practices. I swear it. All right, well, let's see. My enforcers and the governor's guards can help you reclaim the monastery, if you would allow it. I cannot allow it. Lay people are forbidden from visiting the monastery, and only a select few are allowed to behold the Ark. You and your retinue are pilgrims of a special status bestowed by the Emperor. However, should any soldier unblessed by the Omnissiah cross this monastery's threshold, I will deem them a heretic and have them put to death. All right, well, that answers that, doesn't it? Confirmed. The presence of lay people on monastery grounds without the praetor's electroid's blessing will be regarded as sacrilege. All right, point taken. Heinrix opens his mouth for a second to say something, but changes his mind and quietly clears his throat instead. Sure. Better to die protecting their lumens and coils than to accept help from unworthies. And we're left to deal with the mess, as usual. Now, Adira. Well, when we first arrived, we were attacked by people who looked like electro-priests. That is a lamentable mistake. We knew of no help that was on the way, and were not expecting to encounter any allies. But I see that you're alive, and I mourn the senseless deaths of my brethren. I wonder if you would have so touchingly mourned the Lord Captain's death, or if such sentiments would have only been awoken by the sound of our void ship delivering a punitive strike from orbit. Abelard. Dang. We're trying to, make way here. Let's not piss him off. I believe that you made the right decision, or you all may have joined the other priests. Thank you, Pilgrim. Well, I wish to get to the holy reactor. Can you help us with that? Ah. There it is. The Ark is hidden from Pilgrim's eyes, but considering the extraordinary circumstances of your visit to this monastery, I grant you that right. The hall that leads to the high reliquary has been barred by the enemy, but I will open a secret path for you. Enter the Ark and experience the motive force. We will pray to the security systems that they may refrain from punishing you for your intrusion. I must press on. May the charge of the Omnissiah's grace persist in the batteries of the faithful. I'm going to save again. Into the bowels of the monastery. There is some loot somewhere here. I don't know if we're going to be able to take it. I did just save, though. Well, let's enter. I think it would be wise to level up before we go any further. Thank you for joining me today. Please give me a like and subscribe. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye now.